Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. My name is Jennifer Waters, and I'm here live at CNY Fertility. I hope everybody's having a good day today. I was scheduled to be live today at 9 a.m. It's been a really busy day today. I don't know about all of you, but it's been extremely busy. Better busy than bored, right? So I'm happy to be here. And I've been doing a really deep dive into trying to understand the endocrine system in ways that you probably haven't thought about it yet. And one of the things I love to do is gather lots of information and to try to assess what really makes sense in terms of how the body is designed to heal itself and what's not that useful and what's outdated and what can we really rely on when it comes to repairing the endocrine system. One of the things that I recently learned from one of my favorite teachers is that the endocrine system is the first system to reflect when there is a nutritional imbalance or there's an imbalance, an energetic imbalance in the body. The endocrine system is going to be the first one to reflect that. So you really have to wonder, why is that the case? And why is it that so many young women are put on hormonal birth control at such a young age because they have irregular periods, erratic periods, painful periods? So here we have a 13-year-old girl who's having irregular cycles. So that, again, is the first indication that something has gone awry with her nutrition or her emotions or her structure, right? And it's showing up in the endocrine system. So our endocrine system is really good at showing us immediately that there's an imbalance in the body. Now, what you do to correct that is completely up to you. And that's where the integrative team at CNY Fertility and Healing Arts comes into play to support you. Most of the people that I work with, either they are looking to complement what they're doing because they want to either supercharge it or they want to add on with what they're doing, or they are not thrilled with the path that they're on and they want to do something completely different. Or they're really confused. They don't know what to do. They've been told one thing, but intuitively they feel that there's another thing, or they don't know what to do. So it's confusing because there's a lot of information out there and we're being sold to constantly, and that gets annoying and that gets tiring. And I admit I'm one of the biggest consumers out there. I don't mind being sold to because I like to try everything to a certain degree, especially when it comes to the endocrine system. So we know that the thyroid really is the center of our hormonal system, with no matter what you have going on, low ovarian reserve, recurring pregnancy loss, unexplained infertility, fibroids, PCOS, the thyroid is part of it because it's sort of the main gland in our endocrine system, but it's also the most superficial gland. And it's part of what makes it vulnerable to being off is because of its actual location, it being very superficial. Whatever we put on the body is going to affect the gland, whatever we put on our throats, right? Lotion, perfume, whatever, is going to affect our entire endocrine system, but in particular, the thyroid gland. So I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. Andrea, I'll answer your question there in a moment. So I wanted to, so yesterday I was on a webinar with a practitioner. It was very nice. And it was about ovarian function. And I kept waiting for her to sort of get to the main point of how do we repair the ovaries, right? So if your thyroid's off, we know that your ovaries are off. because they work together. None of the glands work alone. It's like us as individuals. We're never alone, right? We are interdependent. We need each other. We need a community in order for us to be happy, healthy, and whole, right? So that's how the endocrine system is. None of them work alone. So we can make some educated assumptions. If your ovaries are off, listen, PCOS, I cannot believe over 6 million women have been diagnosed with PCOS now. It is it's the number one diagnosis that we see here at CNY Fertility, at least on Tuesdays when I'm there, because I ask everybody what they've been diagnosed with. It's PCOS. This is the way I understand it. If your ovaries are not allowed for whatever reason, because of the thyroid or the structure or whatever's going on, to do their job, their part-time job, which is to produce the steroidal female sex hormones. If they're not able to do that, then they will. Thank you for letting me know that. Oh, the mic is really difficult. Can you hear me better now? It's the problem is I'm trying to do Facebook and Instagram at the same time. That's probably not a good idea, but anyways, we're going to just go for it. So if your ovaries, thank you for letting me know. If your ovaries are unable to produce the steroidal hormones that they're designed to do, then they will kind of rebel in a way and become cystic. Their nature is to become cystic, right? So their nature is to grow follicles. So you could sort of think as the cysts as almost like a follicular kind of development, but they don't have the energy on a cellular level, which is the mitochondria, in order to allow those follicles to be produced, right? So instead, what you get are cysts. So this is a problem, and it kind of basically is putting the ovaries into the autoimmune phase, right? So the ovaries are in the autoimmune phase, and then we have to figure out how to bring them out of that. And that is something that we absolutely can do. And it's about removing the inhibitions of what has caused the ovaries to be in that phase, so that we need to wake them up and to give them the nutrients that they need, which is primarily selenium and whole food vitamin E complex, so that they have the ability to start producing the hormones. So my favorite way to basically, once you work on the emotions connected to this area of the body, and once you work on the structure of, is your uterus in its ideal location? Is your pelvis in a good location? Have you kind of corrected what could be a pelvic tilt, which could be affecting the blood flow to the uterus? Then we need to look at getting the right nutrients right to the body, so we're feeding the glands, the fat, the nutrients, the vitamins that they need in order to function better. Then we want to look at, if that's not working, then why? It's because the cells are not able to absorb these nutrients. Why? Generally because the mitochondria, the little powerhouses in the cells, it's usually they're bogged down with nitric oxide. Nitric oxide gets bogged down in the mitochondria and it has to be released. And this is what light therapy does. It releases energy, ATP, from the mitochondria. So now you've got functioning cells and you can absorb the nutrients that you're taking. So there's different kinds of light therapy out there. The sun is part of it. Absolutely. There's different devices, different machines. Lots of people are using these panel-based systems. Those are very cool. We have the in-light therapy system. If you're at, I believe all of the CNY fertility locations have that now. So you can do that. Go on the lights, 20 minutes on the abdomen. It's going to make a big difference. Whether you're if you're getting ready for a retrieval or if you're recovering from a retrieval, getting ready for a transfer, all of that matters. We also have these little magic patches that are amazing, that basically they're like solar panels. And we can dial in to the specific wavelengths of light that you need, whether it's hormone balance or more energy or stress release or more DHEA, we can sort of fine tune these little solar panels for you and put them directly over your glands. So we can put this right on the thyroid and get stem cell production. I have ovarian patches that go directly over the ovaries to kind of supercharge them, wake them up on a cellular level. So that's basically it in a nutshell, folks. I love to talk about light, what it does. I will prepare some slides so that I can have more specific information about frequency and wavelengths and how we are designed to heal, sometimes quite rapidly. So that's the good news. So thank you for your interest. Oh, reach out to me. It's jenniferwaters.net is my website. I have information. If you download my 7 Fertile Secrets guide, you're going to get some cool information in an email series about all of this info. All right. So hang on there, Andrea. I'm going to answer you. Goodbye. What type of acupuncture should I look for locally? I don't know what locally is, Andrea. Wherever you are, go ahead and Google somebody. You know, I really feel personality matters. You have to find somebody that you connect with. Some people really need to talk, and so you need to find somebody who can understand what you're going through. Some people don't want to talk. And so find out, you know, just because they're certified in this or that and this and that doesn't necessarily make them the best fit for you. So search, look at websites. Websites matter. Look at their pictures, see if it's somebody that you like. You can always see what they specialize in. If they specialize in fertility, that's usually going to be right there on their website. And find out. What I would be wary of if somebody has a big program for you, like, oh, you have to come 10 times or whatever. We're not designed like that. The body's designed to heal, sometimes quite rapidly. So miracles happen in sometimes 1 or 2 sessions. So I hope that answers your question. And I'll put my website here. So everybody, please take care. Be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others, okay? Why are we here on the planet, okay? We have to help each other and be nice. And that starts with caring about yourself. So then you can care about other people. Thank you for listening. Bye.